My name is Maze, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of the best finishes I found. It's the Maloof finish, the Sam Maloof made, and you're going to need boiled linseed oil, tung oil, and spar urethane. You could use a marine grade. I just got what I could find at my local big box store. You could really use any spar urethane, but you want it to be spar urethane, that way it has the UV protection and you could use it outdoors. So it's very simple. All you need is 3 equal parts.
3 shall be the number thou shalt count, and the number of the counting shall be 3.
Of these 3 products.
4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2, excepting that thou then proceed to 3.
So let's, now I'm low on boiled linseed oil, so this one will kind of decide how much of the other ones I put in. Okay. There's that one. He usually uses pure tung oil. This is what I found at Home Depot. It's got I think some mineral spirits in it, so we're going to see how this goes. But if you can use pure tung oil. But this is the penetrating part of it. This is kind of the top surface of the wood, plus kind of gives it the nice color. This actually penetrates into the wood, and then this one kind of goes on top to give you UV and water protection. So you kind of get the benefits of the old oil finishes with the modern benefits of polyurethane, spar urethane. It's my screwdriver. I've never actually used it for screws. It's always to open paint cans and pry stuff. So this is going to be fun right here. Now, one of the things you want is you want your spar urethane to be oil based, because if it's not, it won't mix as well. And I have this is what happens when you use a water-based spar urethane. You could mix it up and use it still, but just buy the oil-based ones. So like any oil-based things, you want to be very careful with your rags still. You need to dispose of them properly so they don't burn down your shop. Okay, and so now you simply just mix those 3 things together.
On the count of 3. One.
So this works kind of like a Danish oil, except that it dries a lot faster and it has the UV and protections
2.
that Danish oil doesn't have. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Stir it up. And then if you use this and then you kind of stick your lid on there and it gets stuck, use your heat gun and heat up your lid, and then it will come right off. And so now I'll just put it on this piece of redwood and saturate the surface. You put it on like any oil surface, you get the surface nice and wet. You wait a little bit and you wipe it off. Now, one of the things my clients always ask for is a finish that makes the wood still feel like wood. And any oil finish that you do is going to be kind of high maintenance. So this one has the benefit of the spar urethane, so that it will offer that kind of modern lacquer type protection, but still leave the wood feel. It won't feel plasticky. And it also is good for outdoor use. So Sam Maloof apparently used this exclusively on every single thing he did, so it's good enough for him. Should be good enough for my purposes. And you know, if it's going to be outdoors, you might want to invest in more of a marine grade spar urethane, but right now I'm just trying it out. I do a volunteer workshop at the Maloof residence, and I learned this finish, and so I'm going to be experimenting with it and seeing how it works. And you can too. All three of these
The Three Amigos
are good to have in your shop in and of themselves, and so all you gotta do is mix them together in 3 equal parts.
You know what they say, fool me once, strike one, but fool me twice, strike 3.
And you'll have a nice UV and water resistant oil based finish that still leaves your wood feeling like wood. Okay, so I did some experimenting, and on the top piece, which is the redwood piece, you can see on the right, that is what it looks like after about 4 coats, which I think is a good number. But do as many coats as you need to get the finish that you want. And the middle part is 1 coat, and the last part is no coats. Now, I just grabbed this piece from my offcut stack, so I didn't prep the surface like I would for an actual piece. So I discovered that this finish is very forgiving in the application process, but like most finishes, not in the sanding. Okay, every scratch and every sanding mistake will show. So sand it very well, and I think up to about 320 or 400 would be good. Now on the bottom piece, which was pine, which I sanded to 220, I stained with some walnut stain, and then I let the stain dry and then applied the Maloof finish to see if it would smear or make the stain bleed at all. And as you can see, I went over this part where there's some stain and some bare wood, and it didn't smear the stain at all, so it seems like it will be fine to use with stain. So you can actually buy the Maloof finish at Rockler if you want. They do sell it, but you can make your own if you don't live next to a Rockler or you just want to have some fun. I'm going to be using this finish and experimenting with it on the next few projects, and I'll come back and share everything I learned with you in a few months or so. So if you want to see how it goes, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Also, as I mentioned, I've been going to a volunteer workshop at the Maloof residence in Southern California. So if you live in that area, check it out. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. Now, I'm not affiliated with them. They just have this workshop and I go to it. But it's fun. And if you want to, and you can, you should go check it out. They also have other workshops you can pay for and learn to make different things that you can keep. The volunteer workshop is free, but you're making things they need. Like this last month we made this chair for their gallery. They wanted some chairs. The volunteers wanted to make some dust while learning from award-winning craftsmen. And voila, the volunteer workshop. So if you're interested, you could check it out on their website or follow me on Instagram and direct message me and I could give you some information. And that's about it. I just wanted to get that out there. So thank you very much for watching. Hit like and subscribe and share if you know anyone who could use this information. And as always, support your local craftsmen or get out in your workshops and make your own dust. And together we can make making great again.